Those were some of my favorites too. Right before the Super Bowl, Marysville juniors enjoyed prom. Let's hear from Jake John for more details.
This year's junior prom is the first to put major changes into effect, such as having the prom and dinner at the high school, rather than going out to eat and heading to Washington Elementary for the dance. We asked Mr. Farnsworth, our school principal, how he thought the organization of this year's junior prom compared with previous years.
This year's prom was very well organized. Miss Potts and several of our students worked many hours to get it organized. Each and every year it's been organized, but I really thought Miss Potts and the kids put a lot of extra effort in to make it real special for our students.
We also inquired about how we thought the Las Vegas theme decorations weighed against the past proms that also chose the Las Vegas theme.
Comparing this year's theme, the Las Vegas decorations, to past year's decorations and Las Vegas themed decorations, I think each year it's been really special, but this year I think being in our commons area, which is almost 3 stories tall, just a lot of extra special touches, bringing in the tables, they really did an excellent job. I think the kids were pretty impressed with the decorations. So I think all in all, this probably is the best decorations we've had. Not to set a competition or anything with past years, but I do think this year is very special.
Last, we asked Mr. Farnsworth how successful he thought this year's junior prom was.
This year's prom, I think was very successful, and I think so just because of the high number of students that attended. I do believe that this was the highest number of students attending the junior prom in at least the past several years. I don't know forever, but I do think this is the highest number of attendings that we've had in a long time. And also I think there's been some new rules and some new adjustments to rules to have such a good turnout. And in students dancing, and you can kind of get a feel that the kids had a nice evening that night. And again, I think that's a credit to Miss Potts, the student leaders of the junior class, and all those students who stepped up to help make it a special night. Then a lot of parents and a lot of the behind the scene activities to make it special for our kids. So we're very fortunate here at Marysville High School to have such a great student body, and it was a wonderful night.
Although this year's prom was unlike others, it was lively and a fun time for all who attended. I'm Jake John with M6, your hometown station.
Talking about all that good music, I can't help but think about the choir festival. Caitlin Herring has more news.
It is festival time once again for the Marysville High School Choir. What is the choir festival, you ask? Well, here is Mr. Martin, the Marysville Choir Director, to tell you what it is.
Choir Festival is an event sponsored by the Michigan Music Association for choirs to go display their skill level of the standards set by the state of Michigan for fine arts. It's a chance for us to go test our sight reading abilities. It's a chance to go see where we rank with our choral singing abilities in terms of tone quality, rhythm, pitch, expression, and it's a great opportunity for us to see what other choirs around our area are doing.
We also asked him how well he thinks the choirs will rate this year at festival.
I think we're going to do really well at the festival this year. There's a 5-point ranking scale from fair all the way up to excellent, and every year we've been inching up towards the excellent category, better and better. So we raise the standards every year, and I'm really pleased with how our progress has been going every year, especially this year. Our sight reading is getting a lot better. It's where we're given a piece of music at the festival site, and we're given some time to prepare it, and we test what our musical skills are for that particular sight reading example. And we also have an opportunity to work with a clinician who's another professional in the choral music industry, and it's neat for the kids to go and work with somebody different.
And finally, we asked him if the students that go to the festival year after year enjoy going.
Yeah, every year it's a great opportunity, like I said, for us to go out and see other choirs perform. It's a great chance for us to get feedback. I give the kids feedback every single day, but it's always good to get another professional's feedback on how we're doing. It really gives us a good opportunity to see, like I said, where we rank with other schools in the state and with other schools in our own area.
And there you have it. It is sure to be another very successful year for the Marysville Choirs, and I'm sure the students are looking forward to the future performance and are preparing diligently. I'm Caitlin Herring, reporting for M6, your hometown station.
Good luck, Marysville Choir. Next, we are going to Tyler McGank about the presidential primary.
As you know, the Republican primaries are in full swing and Mitt Romney is in the lead. The winner of the Republican primary will then face President Obama in the November 2012 general election. I asked Marysville High School students who they believe will win the 2012 Republican primary.
I think Mitt Romney is going to win the Republican primaries.
Well, they've been going back and forth a lot, but I think Mitt Romney's got a little bit more of a lead than the rest of the candidates.
I think it'll be Mitt Romney over Newt Gingrich because he's really got the funding and the ideas to really take over Gingrich.
I think it'll be Mitt Romney.
I think Newt Gingrich.
I believe that Mitt Romney will win for the Republican primary this year.
I also asked who would win the 2012 presidential election.
I think Barack Obama is going to win the election.
Well, I think Obama has got a pretty good chance. He's really proven himself over the last 4 years, and I like what he's been doing, so I'm hoping he's going to pull ahead, take the win.
I think that Romney will win over Barack Obama because he really has a new set of ideas, and Obama over the past 4 years has kind of been letting us down.
I think it'll be Barack Obama again because all of the other Republicans are kind of making themselves look really bad right now, so...
I believe Barack Obama is going to win the election because I think he's done a really great job this year for the past 4 years, and I think that he'll do another good job.
I found the results surprising. First, almost everyone said that Mitt Romney would win the Republican primaries and President Barack Obama would win the re-election in November. There's still a long way to go through this election season. Either way, we hope a great leader will be chosen to represent this country. I am Tyler McGank for M6, your hometown station.
This will be an interesting year for our nation. Stay tuned for more political coverage as the campaign heats up. And now Haley Myron has some more news about the Marysville Winter Guard.
The Marysville Winter Guard has been working hard this year. Now we asked Faith Henderson, the Winter Guard captain, what she is most looking forward to this season.
I'm really looking forward to going to state championships, which are going to be in March on the 31st at SVSU.
With states coming up so quickly, we asked Faith how the Winter Guard has been doing so far.
The team is going really well. We already had our first competition and we got first place and scored 54.9, which is really good around this time.
It sounds like they are off to a good start. Now we want to see if there are any upcoming competitions.
We have one coming up on the 25th of February at Troy Athens in Troy, so hopefully we'll do pretty good.
Sounds promising. We wish you luck in your upcoming competitions. This has been Haley Martin for M6, your hometown station.
I bet all of that hard work will pay off. Not only has the Winter Guard been working hard, so has the boys bowling team. We will talk to Maddie Barr to hear more about their progress.
This year's boys bowling season has been completely different from last year. I'm here with Ryan Baisley, captain of the team, as he tells us what is different this season.
This season is different from last year. First of all, for the bowling team, we have a new coach, Mrs. Lietzel. We also have a JV team this year for the first time that we've never had before. There's a few freshmen on that team. This year, I am the only senior, and Austin Bedford is bowling anchor for us this year. Also, Jordan Dietz is bowling first position. Alex French is bowling in the second position. Lenny McIntyre is bowling in the third position. I am bowling in the fourth position. We have a very strong team this year. As well as having new people this year, we also have a new home alley. We are bowling at Port Huron Lanes this year in Port Huron because of circumstances with our old alley in Marysville that we cannot attend there anymore. And
Who was your biggest rival?
Warren Fitzgerald. Good bowling team coached by Coach Rick. They do very well, they score very high, and they're quite the tough competition. There's also South Lake and Centerline High School. They also have very good bowling teams this year. We try our best to do well and just to make our marks and to just do the best that we can as a team and stay composed as a team together.
Sounds like they had a good season. Good job, boys from M6, your hometown station.
They're doing a good job this year. Speaking of good jobs, Danielle Roberge tells us about the Viking Cafe.
The new Marysville High School has many places where everyone can have fun and relax. The high school cafe has been very successful since it opened. We asked Mr. Smith when the cafe is open to all staff and students.
The cafe is open in the morning before school from about 7:40 to 7:55, and we're also open both lunches.
Why did you choose students to work it?
This is actually a class that's offered through the school, so we have students that work this as part of their daily schedules.
What do you sell there and when?
On Wednesdays and Fridays, we sell popcorn. We have that going as one of our big sellers on those 2 days. We also have a wide variety of drinks, and we sell coffee, hot chocolate, flavored hot chocolates, and we have a couple different types of cappuccinos we sell. So we have a wide variety of stuff for what everybody would want.
Well, it sounds like everyone will be enjoying the cafe at Marysville High School. I'm Danielle Roberge reporting for M6, your hometown station.
I love to go there and get a treat every once in a while. In other school news, Blake Sauer learned more about the new Viking Academic Center.
Sometimes students get overwhelmed with the stress of school. This can result in failing classes. If a student is falling behind, the student will be sent to the Viking Academic Center, where they will receive the help they need to succeed. We asked Mr. Velko a few questions about the VAC.
We asked Mr. Velko, what exactly is the Viking Academic Center?
The Viking Academic Center is one tier in our academic intervention program. It's a classroom that we have set up for academic assistance. We also house our Viking academic extra work for lunchtime. Any student that's failing, that's below a 60%, that has makeup assignments or work that they haven't done, they are sent in there during lunch to finish up their classwork and get their grade up to passing. And then it's also used for different accommodations for students on 504s that might need a test read to them or anything along those lines. So it really encompasses and serves a lot of our student body.
We also asked, what do students do in the Viking Academic Center?
As I stated earlier, most of the time it is either to catch up, to get your grade above that 60% mark, or a lot of times it's also makeup work. If a student's absent, they will be sent down there to make up work, make up a test. And then the third piece is the accommodation piece, where if a student needs a quiet spot to take a test, maybe less distractions, or they might need a test read to them. And then there's also the possibility of computer use in the room.
Finally, we asked what is the most common class that kids are in the VAC for and why?
Most of the time, it's our underclassmen, typically freshmen and sophomores. And the two biggest classes they struggle in because of the rigor is obviously algebra, 1 and 2, and then English, 9 and 10. And then also, as we get into the upperclassmen, most of the students, if they have an issue, it's usually in Algebra 3-4, which are typically our hardest classes. So that's, obviously that's why the students would fall behind in those classes. So those are the majority of the classes that students will be in there. But a lot of other times they're just put in there to make up 1 or 2 assignments to get that grade to passing.
It looks like Mr. Velko is happy with the VAC, and it looks like the VAC is helping out quite a bit in Marysville High School. Reporting for M6, your hometown station, Blake Sauer. Make sure to join us again next time.